We'll start today now, guys. In our discussion today, we'll be discussing. I think one email ID was wrong, Mr. Devi Rohit. Kindly check when you enter, register it. Try to check your correct email ID. There was some mistake maybe because one email was bounced. Now, in our today's discussion, guys, we'll be focusing on from first module. So maybe from now to approximate next 8 to 10 days, guys, our focus will be on your security assessment module, the first module. Some of the guys have registered for cybersecurity associate. This is what we are going to learn in that. The guys who are done for professional will continue from this guys. They'll go for the whole 1 month. The other guys will be completing within 10 days in that case, guys. If you are registered for cybersecurity professional, you'll continue for the total 1 month in that. So now, first module, guys. So yesterday we discussed, guys, that cybersecurity is divided into three modules. And first module talks about what ethical hacking or security risk assessment, guys. Now, this means what you need to understand how a hacker can hack you in that. What are the ways your information is being leaked out, your passwords have been leaked out, your servers can be hacked, your router can be hacked. If you know all this stuff, then what happens, guys? What you will be learning here is you'll be focusing here in the second module how to stop it. So until you know this is the way somebody can hack you, you will not be knowing. So today, when I discuss some of the things, guys, here, I'll be discussing here that where are the mistakes you're making, guys? What are the mistakes you're making? The mistakes what you're making can be dangerous for you guys. So what are those mistakes you're making that we are going to highlight here? Starting first here, first thing is what exactly your hacking means, guys. So generally hacking. Now, first part in our discussion, guys, in today's discussion, it will be more on the theoretical part, and you need to understand the difference between hacking and ethical hacking. How exactly somebody can hack you, that we are going to discuss accordingly in that case. So, what we are going to focus here is what exactly hacking means according to you. So, here, yes, guys, you can put in the chat box what exactly hacking means, guys. Yes, guys, try to answer. Mr. Chintamani, Mr. Krishna, Suprinita, what exactly hacking is? So hacking is nothing but stealing of information, correct, Mr. Siddharth? Stealing of data, correct? Unauthorized access. So I'll give you one very simple example. Suppose you are also doing hacking sometimes. What do you mean by hacking? I'll try to give you the example. Older times, when everybody was using cable internet connection, there was a cable internet connection. Nowadays, it is a broadband connection. But older time, there was a cable internet connections were available, and the local cable operator guys, what they used to do is they used to give some cable. So they had some, they has their own network, and they give the cables to all the customers. They're connected to all the customers. Now, when you open your network neighborhood, you may see good Hindi or Telugu or maybe English songs or movie in some other. You see in the network neighborhood, another computer, you find some good Hindi, Telugu or some English songs or movies there. What somebody will be doing most probably? They copy it, guys. They copy the details from the other computer. Now, my first question here is, can I refer this as hacking, guys? Can I call it as hacking? Yes, because this also is kind of hacking. Of course, for you, the data is not important. The person who is storing it, he also got the data from somewhere else. So he has put all the details on his computer, and you are connecting to some XYZ computer and accessing the data. But problem here is what the data what you are accessing is without permission, guys. So without permission, if you access any other person's system or data or computer or cameras or devices without permission, you are not the owner of it, and you access other persons without permission, they come into category of hacking. Whether the data is important or not important, that it doesn't matter. But this category is an example of hacking, guys. In that. Next, when I take an example here, I'll talk about what exactly hacking means and what hacker will be focusing on. So when you take an example, the hacker will be doing what, guys? He will do the very simple thing, guys. In the previous case, when I shown you that you found out some good Hindi and Telugu songs on other computers, what you are going to do? You will say copy, paste. You're going to copy paste. There are many intelligent guys also. The intelligent guys will do what? Instead of copy paste, they'll do cut paste, guys. They'll remove everything from here and they'll take everything here. Same thing happens in real time also. Try to understand. I have a computer. I'm a good programmer. I created a program, OS like Microsoft OS. I'm developing a new OS similar to your Microsoft. Tomorrow is my launching date, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to launch this particular operating system over the internet. Now, when I launch over the internet, guys, before I can do the launching in the night, as my computer was connected to internet, guys, it was connected to internet. Somebody got inside my system and he also did the same thing. He copied my source code, and before I can release that particular operating system on internet, that guy is going to release that OS on his name in that. So he's also doing what, guys? Copy and paste also. In this case, we call it as what? Data stealing. You use the word data stealing. Previously also you are stealing the data, but in this case there is the important information which is being stolen, guys. In prior case, songs, movies, photographs, other, I mean, if it's not my personal photographs, it is I have a maybe a general connection of photographs, maybe the scenery photographs and other thing. So movies, songs which have been available public to everybody, if those have been stolen, it is not important for me. But if something important, my personal photographs or my personal information is being stolen, it comes into category of what? Data stealing, guys. So hacker, three things are there via which hacker can hack you, guys. More importantly, so hacker can hack you using something called as vulnerability, guys. Vulnerability. Tell me, what do you mean by vulnerability, guys? According to you, what is vulnerability? Yes, hacker can steal your data with the help of something called as vulnerability. Weaknesses, of course, correct. So help summer. So now, in a very simple word, guys, vulnerability is nothing but loopholes, bugs. Now, bugs can be where? So your vulnerability can be in your operating system, guys, OS. It can be in your application. So OS, I'm talking about what, guys? It can be Windows, Linux, Mac OS, iOS, Android. These are different operating system, guys. So vulnerability can be in any one of the operating system which sits on the device. Not only that, it can be in the application. Application here indicates what, guys? Application is nothing but IIS. IIS is nothing but your web server of Microsoft, Apache. I'm only giving name of few of them to give you. DNS, and also have some application which is running on your mobile phones, your cam scanner. This was a very famous vulnerability, guys, if you have heard about it. Cam scanner application was used by many guys. Many. Most of the guys used to use this one. You can check on the internet something called as cam scanner hacking. So you will be finding it that here you can see last month the hackers have took the cam scanner, the free software, they injected something, and whoever is having this were having a problem, guys. So what was the problem, guys? Whoever is using scam scanner, hackers were remotely able to control their mobile phone, guys. So your Google Play Store has this many million of download of this particular application, but because of this, slowly they were removing it because hackers had took that software and modified as a controlling system. So anybody can control your mobile with the help of that particular application. So in short, applications. Next, so vulnerability loopholes can be in the application, guys. Next, guys, misconfiguration. Misconfiguration is what, guys? By mistake, you are given some wrong permissions, guys. Suppose you are supposed to give a folder, a file, somebody a read permission, you give them write permission. That is a misconfiguration here. It's a configuration mistake. There is no problem in OS and application, but because of misconfiguration, vulnerability is created. Loophole is being created here. So you are connected with different types of vulnerabilities, guys. Now somebody say, which is the secure OS, guys, according to you? Which is the most secure OS? Yes, Mac, okay, Linux. Nobody's typing out, guys. Something called as Windows, guys. One very simple thing, Windows. When you take an example of Windows, it's a big operating system. Most of the persons are using Microsoft Windows, but nobody is saying Windows is secure. The simple reason why, because you can check on your computer, guys, every day. You will receive something called as what? Updates. You'll be receiving something called as updates. What is this update means? Windows updates, Microsoft updates. Daily you'll get on your system. When you receive updates, updates are nothing but patches for the vulnerability what you have found, guys. Patches for the vulnerability which have been found on your computers. Now, first question. Are you installing those patches, guys? Everybody's using Windows operating system on the desktop as well as your laptops. Microsoft is suggesting you the patches are there and they are telling you to update it. Many guys are updating it, many guys are not updating it. The simple reason, the persons who are updating has licensed version of Windows operating system, guys. If I have licensed Windows, I will directly update it, no problem at all. So whatever new patches are coming, I'll update it. If I install the patch, the loophole, the bug will be closed, guys. Second important thing, guys. The guys who are not updating it, why they are not updating, guys? They are not using official Windows operating system. It's not a licensed operating system. It's a pirated OS. Now, if I'm using a pirated OS, the moment I install patch, Windows will block my computer and I'm not able to log in onto my computer. So for that reason, most of the guy disable Windows updates on their computer. So now my question now, if a computer doesn't have, there are many vulnerabilities and you're not patching up, can somebody can hack that computer, guys? Yes or no? I'm not installing the patches, then it is easy for the hackers to hack, guys. It's very easy for the hacker to hack. So here, Windows is vulnerable. Why? Because of the users. Not, of course, I'm not saying that Microsoft is a secure OS. Microsoft is secure, but at the same time, it's a mistake on the user side also. That users are not installing patches. If you install patches properly on your computer, the loophole bugs will not be available, guys. So that's why you need to update everything in that. We'll be discussing that, Mr. Sai Kumar, why there be a lag. So because when you learn hacking, you'll understand why that lag will be coming into picture. Second important thing, guys, Linux, guys. According to you, compare, most of the guys say Linux is a more secure OS compared to Windows. Frankly saying, guys, how many of you believe that Linux is free, is open source, is a free software, guys? Is it correct? Linux is free or you need to purchase it, guys? It is open source, correct? Try to understand, guys. Both versions are available. Guys, I'm hearing sound from you. Okay. So now what I'm trying to say here is Linux has multiple options available, guys. Some version are free version, some versions are paid version, guys. So if you're going to work in the organization, guys, from organization point of view, guys, most of the organization uses Red Hat Enterprise Linux. You have Red Hat Enterprise Linux, which will be coming into picture. And Mr. Karimullah, kindly mute your, put your mic on mute, guys. I'm able to hear your voice from your side. So now, when I say Red Hat Enterprise Linux, guys, this everybody purchases it. In the organization, they purchase this. You can also use Ubuntu or many other distribution of Linux like CentOS, Fedora. Fedora is free, guys. CentOS. You also have Ubuntu. Like this, many flavors of Linux are free, but they are not used. Means they will difference between free and purchase. So most of the organization uses Red Hat Enterprise Linux. They don't use Kali Linux in the organization, guys. Kali Linux they don't use for hosting servers. For hosting servers they use Fedora. So Fedora is free, but Enterprise Linux you need to pay. So Fedora I cannot use in organization, guys. Now somebody say, suppose I install Red Hat Enterprise Linux in my computer and I don't have a license. So generally, the licensing here means what? They are going to give you updates and support. Update and support, guys. Wherever you're stuck up somewhere, something is not working, you can always call Enterprise Linux and they can help you in the configuration also. So updates and support are the two important things which you will be getting when you go for Red Hat Enterprise Linux license version. Without license, also I can install Linux and I can do all the configuration, but there is no support available. Until as you are very much good, you should not be going for it. In organization, they always prefer Enterprise Linux. Now try to understand, if I use Enterprise Linux and I don't update them, I don't update the patches, I don't have a license for it. So is my Linux also vulnerable, guys? Can somebody can hack my Linux also now? Because vulnerabilities are there in Linux also. So if vulnerability is there, easily somebody can hack any machine, guys. So no matter whether you are using Windows, Linux, your Mac OS, if vulnerabilities are there, anybody can hack. So vulnerability is there in the OS. So you need to do a very important thing, guys. Patch your operating system. That's the first thing on your computer. When we discuss in the couple of days, I'll show you what are the vulnerability there on your computer and how to do the patching work. We'll be seeing that. So what our focus is, irrespective to the OS, your Mac, Windows, and Linux, patching is compulsory. And you cannot say, anybody in the world cannot say my operating system is secure. Till now, everyone is saying your iOS, your iPhone operating system is secure. But recently, hackers have found out bugs inside that also, and they are able to hack it. So, in short, you are secure for a period of time, guys, not permanently. Suppose somebody say patch is nothing but, I'll give you one very simple example, guys. Suppose you are finding a bug. Bug means what? Suppose there is an office. In office, there is a security guard sitting there. Now you want to get inside the office. By default, security guard is doing his job, not a problem. But you find out what, that within this particular time, security guard goes out for some maybe 5-10 minutes. And in that 5-10 minutes, I'll get inside the office. So that is a bug, guys. Vulnerability is a loophole. Patches means what? I'll make sure that if security guard goes also, somebody is there to monitor it. So I make sure that those bugs are not available. To patch is nothing but you're closing the doors that nobody can enter your system in them. There's a software which is to resolve the issue, guys. So now everybody is still using what, guys? Till now I told you Windows is the most vulnerable OS, but still everybody's using Windows. Linux, I can give one advantage, guys. I can give one advantage on Linux is what? As it is a command line OS, it is little bit secure. Because if a hacker needs to hack a Linux, he need to also learn Linux first, guys. So the target will be very much lesser. Not only that, Mac OS, guys. Why hacking on Mac OS is very less? Apple OS, Mac OS is very less. Suppose if a hacker wants to hack Mac, first thing what you need to do, guys, you need to purchase a Mac, guys. You need to purchase a Mac. You need to find out what are the problems. In Mac, there is no problem with the license, guys. Why? Because when you purchase a Mac, OS will be inbuilt only, guys. OS will be inbuilt only, so it will be working accordingly. Currently, we are discussing software only, Mr. Dipchan. We are talking about software patches only. Updates and everything is a software. So it is a software bug, the loophole, miscoding is done. You're patching that. We'll see when we come to the upcoming session what is this vulnerability and how to patch up also when we come to it. So Mac OS target will be very much less. So Windows is targeted more. Why? Because it is available freely. Everybody knows about it. GUI is there. That's why it has been more targeted, guys. Linux, lesser target compared to Mac, but sorry, lesser targeted compared to Windows, guys. But problem is what? It is a command line. Nowadays, it is also becoming GUI. And Mac OS, very less targeted. So many guys say, I'm using Mac. So simple thing, Mac will not be targeted for the simple reason because hacker need to purchase Mac and finding the loophole in the Mac is a very big. I'm not saying it is not there. There are there vulnerabilities are there in Mac also, but if I found out some loophole and I'm going to target only number of users are very limited. Most of the users are using what, guys? Windows. Currently, if you take an example of phone, guys, most of the hacking on the phone happens on which OS, guys? Android compared to your Apple iPhones, guys. Apple iPhones are there, but Androids are more targeted compared to your iPhones. Because Android is used widely. The mass, the volume is there. That's why hacker target. So if I found one vulnerability, all the persons who are using Android, I can target them. And if I use iPhone vulnerability, only limited number of users have been targeted. We need to talk about it. So now, when you go further, guys, this is was exploiting of the vulnerability, guys. Stealing of password, guys. Is not the case. The rooted device is not a case only, guys. Because if you install a wrong application, Mr. Akhil, if somebody install a wrong application on the mobile phone, you can be targeted. We are going to discuss that. You'll understand it. The second one, stealing of password, guys. Stealing of password is nothing but if I found out there is no vulnerability. Now, till now, I was discussing vulnerability where in my software, guys. Vulnerability can be in the hardware also. Is my device, maybe a computer, there can be a bug, or there can be a vulnerability in my router also. So any way somebody can hack. So it can be a hardware problem also. It can be software problem also. One very simple thing, guys. All of you guys uses a router at the home, guys. Now, a very simple thing. On the router, there is a backside. There is one button called as reset. So if reset to factory defaults, there is a small hole will be there on the home routers. And if you use a normal, what do you say, a normal pen or a pin, and you click on it, your router configuration can be resetted. So this they created this. Everybody is having the router. This was for the good usage, guys. This button was created for what? Suppose by mistake you configure the router, you forgot the password of the router, so you can reset it and again use it. But can hacker can also reset it? Yes. So I've told you, everywhere there is an advantage and disadvantage, guys. Your phones, if you take an example of phone, you put all the password inside it. But there are many ways via which I can go in a Samsung phone and without password, I can reset everything. So that is a loophole. That is a vulnerability. They created this for what, guys? For good purpose. But now hackers are misusing it. So vulnerability can be in the hardware as well as software. Stealing of password, guys. Now, if I say my computer don't have any loopholes, bugs, my Windows is being patched up, means I've secured everything. It's like your house, you put a proper fencing and security guard, everything. You make sure nobody is able to come inside. So there is no bug, no loopholes. So now what is the case? The case is what? Password, guys. So if generally if you log in onto your computer, you enter username and passwords. So hacker will try to get what? Administrator password, guys. Using administrator password, they'll try to get inside and take a control of your machine. So your password can be leaked out, guys. And yesterday we had already I've shown you guys. In our yesterday's discussion, I'd already shown that your passwords are available over internet. A very common thing, guys. Now, what I shown you the news yesterday, Zoom, millions of password will be getting. We have a whole discussion, Suprita, in which we have 2 day session on password hacking. So there we'll get to know that how your password is being leaked out. Ways hacker can get your password here. So many passwords are being leaked out, guys, here. If I take one very simple example here, if you take an example of one particular loophole, these guys are selling your password also. So whoever has used Zoom technology video app, guys, this app, this many millions of passwords are available and they have been sold. If you pay some money to them, they can give you. And what is a very common mistake, guys? Everybody does same password everywhere, guys. They don't keep different password for different website, guys. Most of the guys put common password. The email ID is common and the password is common everywhere. Using that, it will be done. So when we come to password hacking sessions, we'll be talking about how somebody can get your Windows password. Without knowing the Windows password, I can get inside. But how somebody can get your password also, how somebody can reset your password, how somebody can get your Facebook password, what are the ways? All those ways we'll be discussing it in the password stream. The last option. So hacker is looking only for the admin password, the password which has a total control. He's not looking for the user password, because if it is a network, user password has restriction. He cannot install software. He cannot do everything. Hacker is looking for admin privileges, guys. We'll be focusing on admin password, guys. Next, guys, remote access and backdoors. Now, hacker uses malware. Hacker uses malware to get a control of your computers. We call as backdoors also. Nowadays, a very common thing, guys. Now, this is a very common thing nowadays. What if your computer doesn't have, if you're using Mac, Linux, Windows, you don't have any problem. You're patching up everything properly. Technically, hacker cannot hack you. But hacker can hack you how? Because when you install some malicious software, when you install some malicious software on your computer, when you install some software, suppose you install one application, example, Cam Scanner, you install it. Now, Cam Scanner in background will also install some malware, some Trojan, or some rat, some malware he is installing. Now, what this will be doing, he is going to open the door for you, for the hackers. By default, on your computer, all doors are closed. Now, when you install this software, you are installing, guys. Hacker is not installing. You are installing a software. Now, this is a hacker's software. He has done some modification in the software. But the moment you install it, and once the software is installed, it will open one door via which somebody can come inside, guys. It's similar like what? In your office, there is a security guard there. Now, what happens is, when you get inside your office, your security guard allowed it. Now, if that person open one window and via window somebody come inside, what the security guard can do? He cannot do anything, guys. What I'm doing is the insider who is opening the door, guys, here. So hackers hide the software in a good software. They hide virus, malware in good software. When you install that software, it will create a bug. It will create a vulnerability on your computer. So this is also one of the way which will be using it. I've told you guys, firewall will do a separate job. I've told you security guard. Security guard is acting as a firewall only, guys. So he's there where, guys? Firewall is sitting where? On the door. Somebody is coming from window. What the person? If he's sitting on the door and somebody comes by a window, he cannot check it out, guys. Firewall will do a control up to the level, not everything, guys. So the guys who are going to do security assessment, they'll get to know what firewall can do, what firewall cannot be doing. The second module, when they come, they'll understand that what exactly firewall is, how they are going to work, and how it is going to work. That is a total different topic, Mr. Sai Kumar. It is off topic. We'll come into picture when we come to those topics. What is firewall and what is it? So now, so many guys hacking. So hacking is done without the knowledge of the owner. Most probably, it is done for fun purpose. It causes financial loss. So hackers, hackers means hacking is targeted into multiple categories. One of the categories is what, guys? Malicious hacking. This type of hacking consists of 80% of hacking. 80% of hacking earlier was malicious hacking. Then you have something called as commercial hacking. This is around 20%, around 15 to 20%. And the last one, generally, is your military hacking, which is around 5%, guys. So less than 5% is military hacking. Malicious hacking, around 80%. Commercial is 50 15 to 20%, guys. It will be ranging up and down. Something is lesser in malicious, something is lesser in commercial. Military hacking is around 5%, guys. Now, malicious hacking means what? Hacker hacks this only for fun purpose. The usage of this hacking is to prove themselves. That's all. They are not interested in financial gains. There's no intention behind to do the hacking, guys. I'll give you one very simple example. How many of you are interested in your friend's Facebook password, guys? How many? Nobody in the group? Yes, guys? Everybody's a good guy. Okay. Now, my question is one very simple thing. You have your own Facebook account. You have your own password. Why you are interested in your friend's Facebook account? Guys? Now, one very important thing, guys. Your friend, if he gives directly his Facebook email ID and password and give you also, you are not going to log in on. But why you want to have it? Only to show you, only to tell him that I know your password. You want to know if you got his password, you are going to only say that this is your username and this is your password. You want to prove yourself that I know your username and password. You have not given me, and still I know your username and password. That is the only thing. So this intent is a malicious intent. It is only for fun purpose. The intent is not to earn money or damage something or destruct something. It is only fun purpose behavior which many guys talk about it. Many hacking over internet is done based upon fun purpose, guys. There is no motive behind it. Only the proving. Commercial hacking, guys. When you talk about commercial hacking, as the name suggests, financial goals, guys. Now, hacker hacks a bank. He's going to earn the money. Nowadays, ransomware, guys. Ransomware is a way to earn the money. So, financial loss, commercial hacking. So somebody is doing hacking for commercial purpose in that case. Credit card scams. Nowadays, you will be seeing many news. There are many videos going on where somebody will call you and take the OTP from you. Many just dial scams are happening, guys. Your OLX scams. These all scams are related to what? Money. Hacker intention is to what? Earn the money. So to get the money, he is doing the fraud, guys. So he use hacking techniques to do it in that. So now, when I take an example, so when I say scam, means hackers have found out some loophole. They use the user weaknesses and try to get it. We have a discussion on something called as what? Social engineering attack. How hacker gathers the information from you, like your credit card details, your mobile details, or other thing, and how they can misuse it. That also we'll see when we come to the earlier application. So they try to, of course, fake application. I'm talking about what? Phishing. Phishing is also possible in that case. The last one, military hacking. Very rare case, guys. Very rare case, but still it is there. Compulsory there. One country tries to find out what are the, it's like a spying, guys. One country try to know what are the capabilities of another country. So to know that, of course, every country has implemented security, proper security that nobody knows what I am doing, guys. Now, to do that, what happens? They try to hack it in that case. So generally, you talk about satellites, guys. Satellites have been monitoring all the installation, everything. So if I want to hide my details, I need to hide myself from the satellite in that case. In that case, military hacking is nothing but I want to know the capabilities of other persons. So they try to hack and try to steal the military secret. In India, the topmost bridge on the military, it was Scorpion's submarine, guys. This is, I'm only telling you the headlines. You search on internet, you will get a whole article. You can go there and read it, guys. Scorpion submarine leak. I think 3 4 years back, there was a leak. Yeah, you can see here. There is a data leak available, guys. In 2016, it was the highest breach. India is building some submarines with the help of France and the internal design, guys. What is there in the submarine? The blueprint of the submarine. What are the components? What are the weapons? Everything that was being published in directly what, guys? Directly in UK and US. Directly the whole blueprint was printed. So the leak has happened. Somebody has stolen some documents and they were able to get it. I'm talking about at the defense level, it got stolen and somebody released this information over the internet, guys. So this is also one of the information which is Australia. So the reporter who's reported, they try to get the information from it that how they got it, but he got all the information. If I take an example of current government, guys, Rafale deal. In Rafale deal, government is not telling the pricing of the aircrafts. The simple reason is what they don't want to highlight what, guys. If they give the pricing, somebody can get to know what are the weapons installed in the particular aircraft in that case. What are the techniques and everything? Somebody can put a guesswork based upon the costing. These are the weapons they are maybe purchasing it. So they want to have a surprise element that we have this weapon. So that's why they're not revealing it. But here, the total information about blueprint, what is there, what is not there, the documents were out over the internet. So every country does military hacking. Every country does military hacking. Maybe it is US, China, Russia, India. All of them are going to do it. So this is also there, but very less, guys. It is not known to everybody until as it comes to the public. Nobody knows about military hacking. Hacker is a person who do the stealing and everything. Now, what should be the knowledge of the hacker, guys? What knowledge he requires? So, our context, guys, we are learning this ethical hacking in context with security, guys. So, for this context, the hacker, if a hacker wants to become, means if I want to become a hacker, what I need to know? Networking, operating system, application, programming, scripting, database. This is all knowledge I should have if I'm focusing to become a hacker, guys. Somebody may say, networking, OS, application, you are aware of it most probably. Networking is nothing but how your network works, you know about it. Operating system, your Linux and Windows, how to configure servers, another thing, you may be aware of it. Applications are nothing but your IIS, DNS, DHCP, how the application to be installed and how to work with it, that you are going to talk about here. Now, my question here is why hacker needs to have this knowledge, guys? Why the first three is required? When you started the course, also I told that you require a little bit of Cisco, a little bit of OS, a little bit of application. So try to understand if I am perfect in operating system. Suppose I know Microsoft operating system very well. I know in and out about Microsoft OS. I know what are the problems of the Microsoft OS also, guys. If I know the problems are nothing but vulnerabilities. So using that vulnerability, I can hack it, guys. So hackers are going to learn this in context with what they will try to find out. They'll go in detail of subject only to find out bugs and vulnerabilities of it. They are not interested in doing the configuration, guys. They are more interested in finding out what are the bugs in the particular OS and application and try to hack them. Many guys will be focusing on programming also, guys. Programming, scripting, database. So when you talk about programming is related to what, guys? I have a web application. Web application is built on PHP. So if I know PHP very well, I know what are the problems of PHP. And if I know the problems of PHP, I can hack it. So technically, the web developer knows what are the problems of PHP also, guys. The network admin knows what are the problems he will be facing in the network. Those problems are being exploited by the hackers, guys. It's a database, guys. So database server, SQL. So if I'm using SQL database, there are vulnerabilities in SQL also. Who will know very well? The SQL guy in that case. So if hacker has all this knowledge, he can target anything. He can target any one of them here. So there are two types of hacker, guys: structure and unstructured hacker. There are two types of hacker available, guys: structure hacker and unstructured hacker, guys. What do you mean by structure hacker and unstructured? Structure hacker, guys. First, I'll discuss unstructured, come to structure then. So try to understand what exactly unstructured mean, guys. Unstructured is a beginner, guys. He has basic knowledge. He's a novice. He's not an expert. He is learning hacking, guys. So he's a beginner. He only has a basic OS knowledge, application networking. Now, this guy is like what? I'm comparing a hacker with a robber, guys. This guy is a robber. He's a novice robber. First timer. He wants to rob some bank for the first time. He's a first timer in that. He only has basic knowledge. He doesn't have a deep knowledge of how robbery happens or how to hack somebody. He doesn't have it. Now, when I take an example, structure guy is a full-fledged hacker, professional hacker, expert in hacking, guys. He has all the knowledge what I discussed just now: OS, application, networking, plus programming, database, scripting, guys. He create his own programs. Structure hacker creates his own program. Unstructured hacker uses the program which are created by structure hackers. Whatever structure hacker create, these guys are only using the program. They are going to use as an application, guys. They don't create the program, guys. Now, which will be dangerous, guys? Who will be more dangerous? Structure guy or unstructured hacker, guys? Who will be more dangerous? A professional hacker or a novice hacker? Most of the guys are saying structure hackers are more dangerous. But guys, according to me, unstructured, the fresher, will be more dangerous compared to structure hacker. And I can prove it, guys. How? I'll try to take a very simple example for what structure hacker will do and what unstructured hacker will do. So when I take an example of unstructured hacker, he is doing an attack on some servers. He will directly do the attack. So try to understand, a robber wants to rob a bank. He is a fresher, first timer. He takes a knife, get inside the bank, try to rob it. Is there any chances of getting caught there, guys? 100% yes. Because if he goes with a knife directly in the bank and try to rob it, it is like in the night he slept, in the morning he decided I want to rob a bank. He take a knife and get inside there. The problem is what? The problem here is what? A very important thing, guys. He's not aware about anything, guys. He doesn't know the consequences, guys. Why? Because he's going with a knife. The security guard at the bank itself is having what? AK-47. So before he enter the bank, he will be shoot. He's going with a knife. That guy has a very, very good gun available in that. Suppose he bypass the security guard, he get inside. What he will do? He'll try to rob a bank. Now he is not aware about security system there. Already CCTV cameras have been put there. CCTV cameras are there. If the cameras are there, he is going without what? A mask on his face. His face will be available. The moment the face is available, he can be easily be tracked, guys. And on top of all of this, guys, suppose his face came also, he bypassed this. He's not worried about face. He got inside. He did all this exercise when there was no money in the bank, guys. So if the money is there in the bank, if I do it, I'll earn the money. But there is no money. I did all this. I put my life into danger, and there is no money available inside the bank. So all efforts are wasted. On the other hand, structure hacker, guys. Structure hacker are similar like what? The mafia dons, or an example if you see in the movies, pre-planned robbery, guys. Pre-planned robbery is nothing but they collect all the information required and then they do the attack. 100% they will be successful, guys. They know what weapons security guards are having, when they are coming, when they are not coming, all the information. So using what type of security cameras they have it, when the money will be in the bank, all information is gathered, and after that he will do the attack. So if he does the attack, 100% he will be successful in that. So now I am saying unstructured are more dangerous. Why? According to the discussion, structure will be more successful compared to unstructured. But unstructured are more dangerous. Why? Because sometimes they don't know what they are doing, guys. Unstructured hacker, sometimes they don't know what they are doing. Structure hacker will never target government websites of that country. Structure hacker will never target government website of their country. Suppose I'm staying in India, so this group of hackers will never target Indian website, guys. They can target another websites of another XYZ country, that is not a problem, but not Indian website. They know the limit when they are crossing the limit, when they come into cybercrime. They know that they can be tracked. So that's why they know what they should do, what they should not be doing. Unstructured, you got one application, you want to use it, use it. One very simple example, guys. All of you will come into category of what, guys? Unstructured hacker, guys. All of the guys who are learning hacking, they come into category of unstructured hacker. And I can prove it. How? One very simple example, guys. Suppose your friend nowadays, you get many messages, SMS. So you got one SMS that download this application and you get a 50 rupees cashback, guys. What do you do, guys? You download that particular application, guys. After downloading the application, you should it will say share to your friends also. If you share to your 10 friends, you will get 50 rupees cashback maybe. So everybody unintentionally they're forwarding this link to everybody. Now this application is a malicious application. You are forwarding, you are not knowing about the application, you are forwarding this application to other person. It can be misused. One more example I'll tell you, which is being used by you guys, all of you. Can you tell me the application name, the app name, which shows the name of the person when somebody is calling you? If it is an unknown person is calling you. Truecaller, guys. Yes. Now, most of the guys are using Truecaller, guys. Now, first question, guys. What is the use of this Truecaller software, guys? What is the use? So I am proving that you come into category of unstructured because of this reason, guys. Whenever you install Truecaller software on your mobile phone, guys, why everybody is installing? They are more interested in knowing who calls you. Unknown person comes into picture. I want to know the name of it. Correct, guys? Yes. Everybody is interested. That's why they are installing it. But one very important thing you forgotten, guys. When you install Truecaller, it asks you the permission, guys. Allow access to your contacts. And if you say yes, it will upload all the numbers, contact numbers and name to the internet. How the Truecaller database has been built, guys? Truecaller database is built by taking contact details from every phone. Unknowingly, guys, you are giving your contact numbers and names, whatever your database, your contact database is there, you are uploading to Truecaller. You are giving the permission and you are giving it. Are you aware of this, guys? Because why I'm saying is simple reason. It asks you the permission, but you don't think in a other manner, guys. You're thinking in what? You're more interested in knowing who is calling you, but you're not knowing that your contacts are getting uploaded. I'll tell you one very simple reason. My phone number is available in Truecaller. It is not my mistake, guys. Some silly person has my phone number in his database. That person has synced his phone with Truecaller. So now whenever somebody calls means when I call somebody, they will be seeing my name Josefa Zoom in that case. This will be available. Why? Because of not my mistake, other person's mistake in that. So this is an example of unstructured hacking. Now, who has suggested you this particular application? Your friend. Your friend suggested you that I got a new thing. I got one application which shows you person's name also, unknown caller name also it is showing. So everybody started installing, and when everybody install it, all person data goes updated. So this database is getting built up big, 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 and everybody's number in short is available over internet. So now, if I want, suppose I'll give you one very simple example, guys. If I dial some unknown numbers also, or I go to Truecaller and try to type XYZ numbers there, can I find out based upon the number who is the person having it? Very easily in that case. So he can use this for social engineering attack, guys. That is a future attack he can be used. So never, guys. This is you are leaking from your phone some information outside. So this is an example of unstructured hacking. One more example, guys. There are some application over internet which says what? There are some website which will say that we will give you Facebook password or your Gmail password of your friend, guys. There are many websites. Now, what they are saying was try to give your Facebook, try to give your email ID, your friend's email ID, and your password. If you give these three details, I'll try to give you your friend's Facebook password, guys. What is suspicious, guys, here? What is suspicious about this website, guys? Indirectly, it is asking you what, guys? Your password, guys. Instead of hacking your Facebook password of other person, he is asking your password, he is stealing your password in that case. But many guys are interested in what? Getting their password, other person's password. Sometimes they give this information also, and their email ID and their password get hacked, guys. You have to be very careful, will be there. Not only that, nowadays this is not happening directly. Nowadays, what they are doing now, they say that install this application on your computer to get your friend's password, guys. Nowadays, this happen very commonly for downloads. When you go for downloads, they say what? Download this application, then only you can download this particular file. You're looking for some file, they say install this software, then you will able to download this file. That software itself is a malware, guys. Hacker has created it. So the moment you require that file for downloading, you click on that application, it will install viruses, stealing software on your computer, and start stealing your data, guys. Suppose, assume that this particular software structure guy has created, hacker has created structure. Structure hacker has created one application. You downloaded it, and the moment you run it, the hacker has put what, guys? He has put format C column. So the moment you run the application, you end up formatting your own hard disk, guys. So that's why I was telling you unstructured hacker is more dangerous because he doesn't know what are the consequences, guys. So try. I'm more interested in password of somebody or some file I want to download or some movie I want to download, I'm not knowing what other things I am downloading which will affect my guys. For simple reason here, what I'm going to work here is, if a person in a simple understanding to understand, tell you, a person who has full hacking knowledge, not a problem, guys. A person who doesn't have a hacking knowledge, not a problem. Half knowledge, dangerous, guys. And unstructured guy are having half knowledge, guys. They have some information, they know something, they don't know something. Because of this, they are the biggest victim of hacking itself, guys. So currently, you know something, you don't know something. Now, after doing the course, you should become what? A structure hacker, guys. Because you will know all detail about how exactly hacking happens in that case. If you know everything, you will not be doing what sometimes you are doing. Because nowadays you install any application on your computer, guys, or on your mobile phone. Suppose take an example of mobile phone, guys. You install application. Most of the application ask for what, guys? Allow SMS access, allow gallery access, allow camera access, allow contact access, and you give what? They ask for permission. You give what? Allow all permission, guys. Never, never you should allow all to everything, guys. You should know the usage of that particular application. Allow the permission what is required for you. Whenever I take this session, this particular session for the banks like SBI and all of them, many bankers ask me a question that when I install some banking application, they ask for camera. What is the use of this, guys? Why the banking application require camera? So if they say we don't give the permission, it will not install the app. So I say that if you are interested in security, don't give the permission. Try to understand nowadays remotely. Yes, yes, scan QR, but I'm saying you need to justify the software, guys. Scan QR is okay, but you need to justify the software properly. Why? Because whether it is coming from the trusted source or not, that is important. So try to understand many softwares, if they have a camera access, remotely somebody can switch on camera of your phone and record the information also. There was one incident happened, which is a very simple example why you need to learn cyber security. Till now, you're talking about only computers and mobiles. But there was one incident recently in Gujarat, Surat. In that particular location, a TV hack. So what happened was, guys, this particular recently, last year, it was the case, guys. There is a whole article there. I'm only giving in the summary. They were using smart TV. Smart TV means what? The TV which is connected to internet. And nowadays, Geo and all of them are giving you an option of calling also. You can also connect a camera to the TV. So it can be used, means whatever phone calls you are getting, WhatsApp call, video call, you can directly screen it on the TV itself. So camera is there on the TV. You will be displayed. It's like a video conferencing. Somebody can use it. Now, what happened was there were loophole in the OS of that particular TV. It was not many guys devices what you purchase. They install it. They never do the patching work, guys. They never install any patches. So somebody has installed it. Now, what they found out was when they access some websites on the smart TV, it switched on the camera of there and it recorded the private moments of the couple there, and their particular information, those were available on the porn websites in that case. So this is also a very thing. So if you use a smart TV at your home, is also a big risk in that case, guys. So everybody is using technology for what? Good purpose. But bad usage is always coming with that in that. So here unstructured. These guys were not aware that this can be possible. And then they found out. Then the hackers have done the investigation. They found out it was because of the smart TV in their bedroom. The recording was happened. So remotely, somebody has recorded their information. Structure hacker guys. Structure hackers are the professional guys. So we are not interested in unstructured hacking. Unstructured hacking, you are already there. And there is a freely available tool for the unstructured hacker guys. What is the freely available tool, guys? What is a freely available tool over the internet for hacking, guys? Yes? Any idea? All of you are using it, but you are not aware of it. Freely available tool over the internet, Google. Google is a freely available hacking tool available over internet. You search anything, it will give you the information. We have one discussion on something called as Google hacking. You will know how exactly somebody, how hacker gets information via Google will be talking about, guys. The next one, guys, structure hacker profession. Why somebody will take a hacking as a profession, guys? Now, currently, frankly saying, hacking as a profession is very less. But I say 5 years back, everybody was going for ethical hacking courses, and they used to learn ethical hacking. So they want to take as a profession. Why hacking as a profession? Hackers are the bad guys. Now, why somebody want to take bad guy as a profession, guys? So as we discussed yesterday, these guys, when you say professional hackers, the main intention is what, guys? For implement to improve security, guys. They are ethical hackers, guys. So many guys take hacking professional, they take profession as a hacking to implement security, not to attack somebody. This guy will have all the knowledge, programming, OS, application, networking, scripting, database. They create their own tools. They are very careful about government laws, guys. They know that when they can be caught by the government, guys. They know rules and regulation. They play with the rule, guys. I told you already, the structure hacker will, suppose I'm in India here, I will never try to target government website of India, guys. Website of Indian government, I will never target. I will target maybe XYZ other country website, but not Indian government. One very simple example. If I'm in India, if the government find out me, what happens? They'll easily catch me in that case. One very simple example for it. Can you tell me where is with Mr. Vijay Malia, Mehul Choksi, guys? Nirav Modi, Vijay Malia, Mehul Choksi. These are the fraud guys. Where they are located, guys, now? Somebody is in UK, somebody is in Antigua, different location. Now, why I'm trying to highlight this here, guys, is a very simple thing, guys. This is to highlight what they did some crime in India, but before Indian government can catch them, they flew out of India. Once they flew out of India, what happened, guys? Suppose I say Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya in UK. If they are in UK, first thing Indian government will search for it. Now they found out they are in UK. Now to get them back, we need to prove them what, guys? Guilty where? They should be proved guilty in the UK court. Then only extradition can come to us. Means they will be providing them the custody, and then only we can bring here. So until as they are proved guilty inside the UK, they cannot be. So they don't want to get caught. That's why they're going there, and they know that the court cases will be going a longer time, and they have a time to skip in that case. Same way, the hackers also, guys. Hacker will sit in another country and hack your system. So if you find out that this hacker has done it, first of all, you have to prove guilty that hacker, and then only you can bring them. And which is impossible, guys. Many criminals, of course, they sit in enemy countries. So if they sit in enemy countries, you cannot get them back to the country in that case. So hackers know this government laws. They know how to bypass the government. They do it. Very simple example, guys. The most famous hacker or most famous person known over the internet, Edward Snowden. He is wanted, most wanted person in US. But US is not getting him, guys. He's not able to catch him. Why? He's sitting where, guys? Which is the enemy country for US, guys? Which is a enemy country for the US? Russia. So he's sitting in Russia, guys. There is another one called as your Julian Assange, guys. Julian Assange was also leaking some information related to US, and he was available in UK. Now, still, US government cannot get a hold of it. The simple reason, he was sitting in one embassy, guys. For last 8 to 10 years, he was sitting in one embassy of some South American country. He was in UK, London, but some embassy. Via embassy, they have something called as you cannot take the diplomats, or if somebody has taken some asylum, you cannot capture him. So he took asylum in some Ecuador embassy. So he was there for 8 years. He was not stepping out from the embassy. If he step out, UK government will arrest him and give it to the US. But he was not stepping out. Recently, maybe I think last year, that particular embassy has removed asylum and they allowed UK government to arrest him in that case. So hacker can play very easily with the rule, guys. So three types of hacker, guys: black hat, white hat, gray hat, guys. Black hat hackers are the bad guys. They are going to target the bad things. Is the focus of the hacker is to do destruction, steal information, destroy information, all of them. That is the job of black hat hackers, guys. White hat hackers, guys. Structure hackers, white hat hackers, ethical hacker, guys. Now, try to understand the difference between hacking and ethical hacking. You need to be very clear when you're doing the course, guys. You need to be very clear what is hacking and what is ethical hacking, guys. So here, so try to understand why white hat hackers, why somebody take hacking as a profession, guys. So white hat hacker, hacking as a profession, guys. So try to understand this. I have one company in India, which is a BPO, which is doing some outsourcing job work. Now he is getting the job work from where, guys? US and UK based company. This company is getting the job work from USA and UK based company. Now, the first thing, guys, is getting the data here. These guys are giving the data, they are doing the processing, guys. Now, in US and UK, very important thing, guys, is what? They are very particular about their privacy issue, guys. Privacy of your data, they are very much important. So what this company will say is to this Indian company that make sure your network, your company is being secure properly, guys. Your company, my data should not be leaked out from you. Have a proper security. So give me a proof that your network, everything is properly secure. Then we can do the dealing and we can give you the thing. So before getting the job work, you need to prove them the network is secure, the servers, information, everything is being secured here. That no one leak out will happen from this particular company. So can this Indian company can give a certificate to them, writing by own that I am secure? Will this be accepted by US and UK companies, guys? Yes? No. If I write my own certificate, it's no validity of that because I'm writing it. Tomorrow I can say that I write it by mistake. So what this company will look for is third party certificate, guys. Try to understand. Suppose if somebody asks you, you know MCSC or you know Linux, you cannot write by yourself that I know MCSC and Linux. You will say what? You will give Zoom certificate. A third party certificate telling what? I done training in Zoom and Zoom has given me a certificate that I know this particular knowledge. That certificate indicates what? You have a knowledge. But who is justifying it? third party, guys. Third party is telling that you have been secure. So US and UK based company require certificate from some third party telling that this Indian company is secure. So now this Indian company will approach, suppose Zoom. They come to Zoom here, Zoom technology, and they'll say me that give us a certificate. We are doing auditing also. We do VAPT, we do vulnerability auditing, security auditing. So they come to us and say, give us a certificate that our network is secure. So can Zoom can give this certificate, guys, to this XYZ company that the network is secure, guys? Can we directly give them? No, it is not possible, guys. We can say we can give you the certificate, but after doing the testing, guys, after testing and prove it, your network is secure. If we find everything is okay, we'll give that you are secure, guy. Because it's like what you are taking a guarantee of third person in that case, guys. I'll say that everything is secure. I can only give when I know that your network is secure. I see, I'll check everything, and then I'll give you the certificate. Now, as this Indian company requires a certificate, what they'll do, they will give permission to Zoom technology to test their network, guys. So this is referred as what? Ethical hacking, guys. Hacking with permission is referred as ethical hacking. Hacking without permission is referred as hacking. Hacking with permission is referred as ethical hacking. So this Indian company will give a permission to Zoom technology, a return permission, guys. It's not oral, guys. Over the phone, no. A return permission, agreement, NDA is been signed between Zoom and this company. Now, when they give us the information, guys, they will give us that you give us the certificate, the network is secure. But afterwards, Zoom will say what? We'll check it and then do it. So they're given a permission to do the checking. Now in Zoom, we have a group of ethical hackers. We have a team of ethical hackers here, professional hackers. So this person, guys, will try to use different tools and technique and try to get inside this company network, guys. They have some public servers, everything. So they do internal checking, external checking, all the ways they'll try to use different tools to find out the problems. And using this problem, I am able to get a control or some leak can happen of the data or not. They'll try to test all this information. Suppose if these guys found out some vulnerabilities, some bugs, some problems here, we will give them a report here. These all bugs are there in your computer. Means after doing the scanning, exploiting everything, we'll be giving a report to them that these are the problems inside your network. Can Zoom can give the certificate now, guys? Yes, that the network is secure. Can we give the certificate, guys? No. The simple reason why, because we had found out many problems. These problems are not resolved, guys. Means we are able to find out the problems. Other person can also find out. Hacker can also find out. So ethical hacker uses same tools, same technique. What hackers are going to do, we are going to do. But only difference is we are doing with permission, guys. We are doing with permission. Other person is doing without permission here. And here we'll give them the report here that these are the problems in your network. Now, this Indian company, there is a security admin. He will check all this problem. He will try to resolve this problem. Now, after the problem is resolved, can Zoom can give the certificate, guys? Now, after the problems are resolved, can I give the certificate? Zoom technology can give that the network is secure. Can he give it? Again, the answer, guys, no here. That we will not be giving the certificate again back here. The reason is what? Whether they have done it properly or not. Again, we will be doing the capturing, guys. Again, we'll do the vulnerability assessment. Same things are repeated till The Zoom ethical hackers, the team of ethical hackers of Zoom, are satisfied that there is no security lapse, guys. If once they are satisfied, they can give the certificate to this company. But until unless we found out that it can be hackable, then it's a big problem. They are not going to give the certificate. So this is the job of ethical hackers. So this group of hackers, we call it as what? Ethical hackers. Their main intention is what, guys? To help the security admin to secure their network, guys. Not to destruct somebody or not to damage the data, not to steal the data. But the tools used by both of them, ethical hackers and hackers, both are same, guys. There are no differences. Now, one big question, guys. Suppose you are admin of this particular security admin of this Indian company, guys. You are the admin. Is it a big question mark on you, guys? Because some third person is coming and saying what? That your network is not secure. You're not done the work properly. He is able to hack it. Is it a big question mark, guys, on a security admin? Yes, it's a very big question mark because some third person is coming and saying your security is not good. I'm able to bypass it. So in this case, currently, guys, the persons who are managing security, firewall, everything, they are implementing what, guys? They are learning ethical hacking, guys. They will learn, they should have a hacking knowledge. Why? Because when they implement security, they will test their own security. And for testing my own security, I don't require permission, guys. So before some third person comes and say that these are the problems, I will implement security. I will check myself only. If I found any problem, guys, if I found any problem, I'm not going to inform other person. What I'm going to do, if I found any problem, I'll try to resolve that problem internally. Without knowing anybody, I'll try to resolve the issue. If there is a misconfiguration, some vulnerability is there, some port has been opened, all this problem I can resolve internally. I'm not going to announce to anybody. This is the reason why security admins, firewall administrators, cyber security experts, they learn ethical hacking. The moment they implement security, they will test their own security, whether the security is working fine or not here. If they found any bugs or something, they'll correct it in that. So this is what is happening, guys. Now, one question, guys. What this ethical hacker will do, guys? What is the difference between the approach of hacker and ethical hacker, guys? Because they are going to use, both are going to use same tools. Tools are same, guys. So what will be the approach, guys? What's the difference? Hacker, if he finds out vulnerability, he will try to do deletion of data, steal the data, he will inject malware. Ethical hacker, when he get inside, he is not going to do anything, guys. He will not do anything. So he will not do the protection. A very important, guys, a very important note here. Ethical hacking job is what? His job is to find out the problems, give it to the admin. He is not going to patch up, guys. Patching is done by the system administration and network administration team, guys. His job is to only test the loopholes, guys. But suppose suppose I am saying, I am an XYZ person, I am saying you have this vulnerability. I'll say this Indian company that this is a bug is there. I'm able to hack your server. What is the first thing he'll ask you, guys? What is the proof? When you prove, it is easy for the hacker to prove himself, guys. It's difficult for the ethical hacker to prove him. Why? Because if a hacker get inside, he will delete one file. You will get to know, the Indian company will get to know that he is hacking my computer. Or he copies some data, he will get to know. But ethical hacker cannot do all these things, guys. Whenever ethical hacker get inside this company, guys, what he will be doing? How will prove that he was able to get inside, guys? What is the way he can prove, guys? Yes. What is the simple way? A hacker get inside the company. How I'll prove it that I was there inside their computer or server or network, guys? One very simple thing. We take screenshot, guys. We don't delete the file. If I delete the file, I don't know which is important file, which is not important file. So I may delete the important file. So in the agreement, there is written that I should not destruct my data of that company. That's why we'll not be deleting the files. I can copy the file, but the problem is what? If I copy some confidential file and that file got leaked out from my company, then is a big problem. So I cannot do that. I cannot stop other users from accessing it because their productivity of the company will be affected. So what we do is whenever we get inside, we take screenshot, guys. Suppose I take one example. This is my computer, guys. These all files are available with me. So what I'll do is I got inside the computer. I can see all these files here. I'll put a button. There is a button on your computer, laptop called as print screen. I'll take a print screen, a snap of it. And this one, when we submit the report, guys, to the Indian company, the problems, we give the report, we give the picture here. 1 second, print screen. And in the paint, you can give Control V. So this is a picture, guys. Sorry. This is the example, guys. I'll take print screen here. And then this picture need to be pasted, guys. Sorry, the mistake. Can you see here? Here I'm making sure that I'm not copying the files, nothing from that computer. Still I'm proving it. I was inside in the computer or server or something. So I'm putting a track. So in this is a proof. So this proof picture, I'll send it in the report that I was able to get inside your computer, guys. So this is a job, guys. What we focus on ethical hacking. The report is very important, guys. One very simple example. Suppose your friend says he's visited Paris, guys. What is the first question you will ask him? You may be bluffing. You are not gone to Paris. So when you will believe your friend that he has visited there, visiting picture, correct, guys? Using pictures. But of course, nowadays pictures can be also modified. I can put a picture in background, Eiffel Tower. I've not visited, but I can morph the picture. But older times, this was a proof that if somebody shows you a picture in background Eiffel Tower, you can assume that he has visited Paris in that case. Same thing here. The pictures will be given in the report to make sure they have been secure. So this is a job of ethical hacker, guys. So ethical hacker will do everything with permission. They found out all the problem. They give it to respected companies only. They are not going to announce to everybody. Hackers are going to announce this all problems where, guys? To everybody, guys. Hackers, they'll put it over the internet. They find some problem, they'll put over the internet. When everybody knows about the problem, everybody start attacking that particular computer or company. Here in ethical hacking, it is a contract between a company and the ethical hackers. So what happens is whatever they found out, they need to only give them to them. There is an agreement has been signed. So they cannot give it to other person, guys. So you are learning ethical hacking, not hacking, guys. But the tools and techniques, what you are going to learn, guys, will be the same, guys. And I can prove it. So black hat hacker, white hat hacker, gray hat. Black hat, already you know, guys, all the bad things what the person does with the same tools is black hat hacking. Criminals, stealing of data, destroying of data is black hat hacking. White hat guys, they'll find out the problems and they'll help the administrator to secure it. So the weaknesses they'll find out, they inform the concerned team, they are going to secure it. So this is an example of white hat. What is gray hat, guys? One is attacking, offensive. One is defensive. White hat is defensive. Black hat is offensive. What do you mean by gray hat guys? Gray hat are good or bad guys? Yes. Gray hat hackers are good or bad? It depends upon the situation, guys. So here, sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be bad, guys. I'll give you one very simple example for it, guys. Mr. Pavan, kindly mute your mic. I'm getting your voice from your side. So now, I'll try to show you one example, guys. What is the tools and everything what you're going to use, guys? How you're going to make it same? One very simple thing. The tools used by all the three hackers are same, guys. I'll give one very simple example. Take an example of gun, guys. When the criminal use the gun on the innocent person or army or police, good or bad, guys? Is good or bad? Criminal using gun on innocent person, army, police is bad. Is the example of something called as what, guys? Black hat in that case. Same gun, army, police uses on criminal guys. Good or bad? Is good. Is the example of white hat hacking. So what I'm trying to say, gun is same, but the intention of using is different, guys. The good guy is doing for what? Protection of the innocent person they are using. It is good thing. The weapon is same. So here also, when you learn ethical hacking, the tools are same. The same tools are used by the hacker to hack it. The same tools are used by ethical hacker to secure it because they are doing the testing. One more thing, guys. Example of gray hat. Fake encounters, guys. Fake encounters are the example of gray hat. Means is a good guys means the good guys are using a gun for doing some bad purpose, guys. That is the example. The fake encounters are the example of what gray hat hacking in that case. Suppose Indian hacker hacks a Chinese website. He's a black hat, white hat, or a gray hat, guys. Yes. Indian hacker hacks a Chinese website. He's a black hat, white hat, or gray hat, guys. Some guys may say that for India, he's a white hat hacker. He's trying to do the protection, guys. For China, it is a black hat. So if I'm in China, I'll see as that guy is targeting my website is a black hat. But technically, he is a gray hat, guys. He's a gray hat. Why? Because he knows all the restriction, but he is using it to attack some another thing. So he is based upon situation. He can be good or bad. So in that scenario, he can be a gray hat hacker. I'm targeting another country website for maybe some patriotic reason. Then I'm putting it what for my reason I'm doing it. It is a gray hat. It's nothing to do with black hat and white hat. He's only doing for personal reason. So now the last part on our discussion. After that, I'll try to show you something on the food printing. I'll start a little bit of labs today, and tomorrow onwards, you'll finally start with the total labs. So the last discussion is what the motive of the hackers, guys. They are going to steal the data. This is the first motive of the hacker. Why somebody hacks it? Confidential data, I want to steal it. That's why they do the hacking, guys. So I've told you military documents have been stolen, passwords have been stolen, credit card information, personal information have been stolen. That is a stealing of data. Yesterday, I've shown you many websites are leaking the information. Have you tried out on I have been porn website, guys? Have you visited those websites? Anybody found out there means the website where when you give your email ID there, your information is also available, guys? Anybody found out some information about yourself there? Okay. So I think Suprita has tried out. She got some information. So The guys who are not getting the information are the good guys. The persons who are getting information, you need to make sure you correct whatever the problems are there. You need to correct those information. But don't assume that currently the information is not available. Is okay. Tomorrow the information can be available. So regularly visit the website to check the details, guys. It should be a regular procedure, guys. It should not be one time part. Destroying of data, guys. Hacker uses malware to target the data, guys. Hackers are going to use malware to target the data. So normal tendency of a hacker, first they will try to steal the data, destroy the data. If they are not able to do that, then what they are going to do, guys? They are going to use malware. Now, many guys say it is viruses. Now, so what is the job of a virus, guys? They use viruses for what, guys? What is the use of virus? What a virus will do on your computer, guys? Yes, Siddharth, Samar, Kumar. Destroying. What they will destroy, guys? Some I told you unnecessary. They'll try to run on your computer. It will use up your memory, processor. All these things they are going to do. Indirectly, they target your data files, guys. They try to delete the which files, your system files. They try to encrypt the files. They try to damage your data files also. Different things. But nowadays, we always use a word, guys, virus. Most of the guys use a word virus. But from now onwards, in the future, you will be using a word malware, malicious software, guys. So for you, everything is same, guys. Everybody says virus is same. For everything, you say virus, guys. But technically, all of them are different, guys. It's similar like when you go to a doctor, guys. You say you have a fever. But doctor will say what? It can be a viral, it can be a bacterial information, it can be this, XYZ. He can categorize it particularly. The same way here also, we for everything, doing some malicious software, doing anything on my computer, you use the word virus. Because virus was the first kind of thing which has come into the market in the IT, which was a destructive program, guys. But real time, what you're getting now is a malware, is a combination of everything. I'll tell you one example, guys. One is something called as ransomware. So ransomware will do what? Whenever that application is run on the computer, a particular malicious application is run on the computer, it will encrypt your data. It will lock your data with the key in that case. Data is there, data is not damaged, it has been locked. Some viruses will delete the files. Some of them will spread from one computer to another computer. So it is similar like what? We have different terminologies for it. In the malware, we call something as virus, worms, backdoors, rat, trojan, spyware, keyloggers. These all different things are available, guys. All these things we are going to discuss when we come to the malware session. What are these? How they are different? How they work? How they are going to implement? But you use a word virus for all of them. Behavior wise, they are different. Working wise, they are different. But still, you use the word virus. I'll give you one very simple example. Why everybody use a word virus? Suppose you are there. Try to understand, guys. You are there, and suppose you are going to a bank, and in the bank they ask ID proof, everything. You want to create an account there, so they ask for some documents. They require whatever original documents are there, they require a copy of it. What you call that copy as, guys? What documents? You maybe your address proof, ID proofs. What they call that particular copy, guys? Yes, Xerox. Everybody told the word Xerox, but try to understand. Xerox was a vendor, first vendor who had come up with a copy. A technical word is copy, guys. Technical word is a copy, but everybody use a word Xerox, guys. Xerox means what? They were the first company who had come up with the copier we are doing. Nowadays, when you go to any shop, guys, they may be using HP copiers or Canon copiers or XYZ copier, but still they put on their board heading what? Xerox, guys. Xerox was the first thing via which everybody knows about it. So that's why they use a word same. The same way, virus also, same thing, guys. The last one, DOS attack, denial of service attack, guys. Hacker will try to bring down the resources. If I'm not able to steal the data, I'm not able to destroy your data, I'll try to make sure your network will go down, guys. Your server, I'll try to bring down the server. If I bring down your server, genuine user cannot access your data, guys. I want to affect the traffic of the genuine user. So for this, I'll be doing it, guys. For this reason, DOS attack will be coming. So we'll discuss DOS attack when we come to the particular discussion in the detailed discussion when we talk about DOS. So now, today, we'll come back this later on, guys. So we'll be discussing today. I'll start a brief, because till now we have discussed only theory. I'll give you some little introduction on one of the technique, guys. One of the technique, what I'm going to discussing here, that is your food printing, guys. So now, are we learning structure hacking or structure hacking, guys? We are learning structure hacking or structure hacking? Yes, guys. So our focus is to learn structure hacking. So the tools and techniques, what you're going to learn here, as I've told you, you should not use over the internet. The simple reason why, that without permission, if you use it, it will be considered as what? Hacking. So you should have permission to use this particular thing. So in structure hacking, I will be talking about now first few days. Our discussion will be on vulnerability based hacking, guys. Vulnerability based hacking. So I will try to find out a vulnerability and hack them. Now for vulnerability based hacking, a very important thing is what? There are different things which we'll be carrying out. Footprinting, scanning, exploiting. There are three steps here: footprinting, scanning, exploiting. So today we'll be starting with footprinting, guys. We are going to start with footprinting. Tomorrow also we'll continue footprinting. From tomorrow onwards, full-fledged lab will be there. We have a theory discussion and I'll be showing you lab. But today I'll give you some intro of how exactly your labs will be looking like, what you can expect from the course. We'll be seeing it to footprinting. Footprinting is nothing but gathering of information. If I had taken one example earlier, a robber wants to rob a bank. I told you in the movies, what they do, they collect the information. I need to know what weapons they have, what security system, everything. The same way, hacker collects the information. So where this information is located, how you will get the information, I'm going to show you a summary of it here. So take an example. Suppose I want to get information about Zoom technology, guys. I'm a hacker. I want to collect some information about Zoom technology. So what is the approach of it? So he knows that he wants to target Zoom technology organization. So what is the first thing, guys? He will go to one website directly, the default website, guys. Google. I've told you, freely available hacking tool. He goes to Google, guys. He'll search for Zoom technology. When he search here, Google is giving most of the information about that organization, guys. You can see here, he's talking about Zoom technology. He's talking about information about what are the details of Zoom technology, guys. Not only that, it is also showing you where Zoom technology is located, guys. What are the different location of Zoom technology, the address of Zoom technology, contact numbers of Zoom technology is available, and more importantly, the domain name, guys. It is showing me the domain name here. One second. I'm making it zoom here. So here you can see here Zoom group domain name is available. So now with this information, I go to this website of Zoom technology and I can gather more information. So hacker will look for what, guys? You can see here the some email addresses are available, contact numbers are there. This is all information. See, in this technique, hacker is only going to collect the information. Is it food printing is legal or illegal, guys? Food printing is legal or illegal? Gathering somebody's information is legal or illegal, guys? Legal or illegal, guys, depends upon the next step, guys. Collecting information is not a problem, but based upon what is the next step. If I use the information collected, information to do something wrong thing, that will become illegal, guys. If I collect this information and use it for good thing, it will be legal in that case. What is the usage? It depends upon totally on that. So hacker will check what? First, he got Zoom technology website. He got to know email ID. He got to know contact numbers here. If I go to contact us, there it was showing you two addresses. Here I got two addresses. Some more addresses are also available. Vijayawada, Surat. I'm able to find out those details also. Their contact, their email. So any information about organization I want, I'll able to get it from here. Now, if I say there are big companies, they put their owners who are working there, their employee details, the persons who are the team details, what they work, all information they are going to put. So I got this. The next thing, guys, I want to know IP address of Zoom technology, guys. So very simple thing, guys. I'll use one. I'll try to ping zoomgroup.com, guys, because hacker needs to hack something. So he'll be using ping, guys. So whenever I ping zoomgroup.com after knowing the website name, can I get the IP address, guys, here? You can also do with NS lookup, but I've here's ping. There was a special reason for it, guys. I can see the public IP of the website. So if a hacker wants to target now, he knows the web server IP address of Zoom technology. Not only this, guys, hacker can also say from this output, it is a Windows machine, guys. The website is hosted on a Windows machine with the help of something called as TTL value, guys. These all information are publicly available, guys. So TTL value indicates what? Whether the machine is Windows, Linux, or a Cisco device, guys. So note down, guys. When you do ping, generally everybody focus on what? Whether reply is coming, reply is not coming. But here, your focus is something else. You need to change your perspective. You need to look into the context with the hackers. What hacker will be looking? So hacker is look for the IP and which OS it belongs to. If I go here and if I say Windows, by default, whenever you ping any Windows computer, your TTL should be 128. TTL value, if you get 128, it is a Windows computer. When you have Linux, it will be 64, guys. When you have Cisco device, you have 255, guys. So these are the common things, guys. So you can easily identify what devices you have, guys. So you have Windows, Linux, Cisco, very common thing. I'll show you one very simple example. Suppose I check my computer, guys. I have some IP address on my computer 29.82. Suppose if I any ping any computer, guys, in my LAN, these numbers you'll only get when you are in LAN, guys. If I ping any computer in my LAN, guys, sorry, 29. Can you see the value, guys? We'll come to it, Mr. Siddharth. What will be the value? You need to wait. So here you can see 128, guys. When you ping any Linux machine, guys, within the LAN, I'm only talking about LAN. These are the numbers you are going to get in the LAN. So this indicates is a Windows machine I'm pinging. You can ping any IP in the LAN. You are going to get this. So now the next one, guys, when you try to ping anything outside your network, guys, whenever you try to ping anything outside your network, whenever you ping anything outside your network, guys, what would happen? Try to understand the TTL value will decrease, guys. I'll tell you example here. Suppose you try to ping Yahoo or Facebook.com. Now, in my case, the problem, guys, I am working. My computer is having IPv6. My computer supports IPv6. My ISP also supports IPv6. So that's why I'm getting a reply from Yahoo from IPv6. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it from my virtual machine. This machine I'm going to share you later, guys. So you'll be receiving this material when you do the practicing. So I'm using this. So in this computer, temporarily I'm disabling IPv6, guys, because most of the networks will work on IPv4. So I'll disable on my computer IPv6 and then I'll try to show you. So here I'm going to my properties. It is okay. IPv6, I'm removing the tick mark. Then only option my computer can communicate with other computer is IPv4 only. So I'll say yahoo.com. You can see, guys, it's showing you some number, guys. 46, guys. Now I have told you some numbers and these numbers are different. So simple answer, whenever you try to reach any website, guys, you will be crossing number of hops, guys. You'll be crossing number of hops. Guys, I'm hearing some noise from your side. Somebody has it's a Jua, kindly mute your mic. Yeah. So now when you try to reach from source to destination, guys, you have many routers coming into picture. So for every hop you cross, guys, it will deduct one value. So try to check here, trace route. Hacker will use trace route here. And if I say yahoo.com or facebook.com, guys, when I do trace route here, you can see here, it is reaching here. It's going. So here, every hop I am receiving. So according to this, I am receiving how many hops? 46. By default, maximum hop over internet is how much, guys? 30 hops, guys. You can reach any destination within 30 hops, guys. If you want to reach any destination over internet, you can reach within 30 hops. So summary, what I want to highlight here is the hops will be different for everybody, guys. From where you ping, it will be changing, guys. So summary, whenever you ping over the internet or outside your network, outside network, if you ping, the IP is not in your LAN, guys, then for Windows, you will get any value between 98 to 128. Values will be between 98 to 128. 30 hops, 128 minus 30, guys. Between 98 to 30, you'll get, if it's a Linux machine, you will be getting here 34 to 64, the values. For Cisco device, you will be getting 225 to 255. If you get any values between this range, I can identify it is a Linux machine or a Windows machine here. So now one very important thing, guys. When you see this, currently I got 46, guys. So 46 indicates what? It comes between 34 and 64. It could be a Linux machine, guys. If I say here another one, you can see here. So that many number of hops, guys. Can you see here? Around 18 hops. There were 2, 3 request timeout, guys, here. Request timeout means what? They are not revealing the information. They are filtering the packet, guys. So approximate is saying 19 hops, 18 hops. It is telling me here. Can you see here? It is reaching this. This IP they are hiding. Firewall may be there or some security device which is hiding the details. But from year to year, you are reaching 18 hops, guys. So if you see the number, 64 minus 46, guys. When you subtract it, you will get approximate the same number, 18. Because this is my server. So from my computer to reach the server, it uses this many number of hops. If I say here Zoom group, you can see here when you did the ping earlier, guys, for Zoom, how many hops are there? So you can see 112 hops are there. So approximate 16 to 17 hops means 16 to 17 routers will be coming in between, guys. It will show me the detail accordingly for that year. Now, here it will give me one more information, guys. When your traceroute output comes here, my local router, guys, this is my local router. 192.168.29.1 is my local router. Can you see here 64, guys? Now, this is a router, but it's not a Cisco router, guys. So all other routers which have been created, they are mainly created on which OS, guys? Linux OS. So home routers are built on Linux kernel, guys. Your TP-Link, your D-Link, and all of them. So that's why they are going to show you 64. So Siddharth, you are asking load balancer. So load balancer, firewalls, mostly they are built, other than Cisco device, mostly they are built on Linux kernel. So you'll always get the number 64 or lesser than that. 64 or lesser than that, you will be getting here, guys. So can you see, guys? You can see the number of hops, guys, here. Now, one more thing. So now I know Zoom technology, router IP, guys. Sorry, I know this is my server IP. Prior to this, can be the Zoom technology router also. So if I try to ping one of them, I'll try to ping one of the IP, guys. Generally default gateway. Before reaching the server, there will be a default gateway, guys. Check this. I'll check here 97, or I can check any one of the IP 184, 168, 0.73, guys. Guys, what is this device, guys? Can you see this? You got a TTL value of how much, guys? 239. So which device it is? Cisco device. It's a Cisco device, 100% is a router. Because it was a router IP and you are able to see what? 239. So 100% is Cisco. If you got any other value, there can be chances that it can be a router of another vendor. But 100% Cisco with the help of 238. So now I know that Zoom technology is using Windows machine on the web server. And also it is using what, guys? Cisco routers. So when I go tomorrow's discussion, we'll try to find more details about it and try to get insight, try to find out the loopholes, try to find vulnerabilities in routers, try to find the vulnerabilities on Windows machine and hack them, guys. This is how somebody can hack some servers or organization. They can also hack you also, guys. Somebody can target you also. Somebody say, how they can target me, guys? One very simple thing. Because to target you, I require your IP address, guys. So without IP, how somebody will target you, guys? One simple thing. One second. No, I don't require that. So now I'm sending you one link, guys. I put in the chat box, guys. I'm putting one link to you. Maybe it can be a picture or WhatsApp message or something I can send you on that. Guys, you try to open this information. When I try to open this information, I can tell you from which location you are opening, guys. So I'm going, there is one website called as IP logger. Sitting here, I can get to know your IP address. When you open that link, guys, it was opening where, guys? If you have seen there, it is opening what? I'll show you how I created the link first. I'd gone to one website called as IP logger. I'd given here zoomgroup.com. That is your, I've given the website here. Now, this website is the original website. I copy this. So it has given me one link here. So I copy this link, guys. I'm redirecting it to another. I'm giving to you, you guys. You open this. You click on this link, guys. And I can tell you what is your IP address. Once I have your IP, I can directly target you because you are over the internet and I want to know what is your IP. So the guys who are clicking on it, I'll show you the IP, guys. These are the IPs I got it, guys. Somebody is using Mac, guys. Can you see here? Mac OS Safari. You can check what is my IP.com. The guys who are clicking the link, check what is my IP.com on your computer, guys. I think Supriniti, I think your IP is this, guys. United States. You are using Windows, you are using Chrome. You check what is my IP.com, this website, it will tell you what is your current IP. So, how many links you are getting daily, guys? How many photographs you are getting in WhatsApp? Every day you click on the photographs and links to check what is there. So, why this hacker can collect your information, guys? I'll refresh. If many guys have clicked on it, I may see their IPs also here. It's loading. Okay. There's many guys. Somebody from Qatar has clicked, I think. It's Mr. Samir, I think. When you click here, you can see here Doha, Qatar, multiple IP from US also, guys. You are using it. These all IPs you can see here. I can know what is the service provider also, what are there. These are the guys number you have clicked it. It can go n number of person. I can get the details. If I know your IP, I can start discuss and try to attack further, guys. Sitting here, if I know that you are using Windows, I'll find out Windows vulnerability, Chrome vulnerability, and target you, guys. I know you are using Android. I find Android vulnerability and target you in that case. So depends upon the requirement. I'll be targeting each and every person. But today's discussion was only to gather the information. We are not targeting it. So you need to gather much more information, guys. Tomorrow I'll show you what are your social media email IDs are there. What are your email IDs? Which Facebook? What will be your ID? What is your Gmail ID? What are the other IDs you are connected with? All those information we are going to discuss in your tomorrow's session. So tomorrow we'll discuss full-fledged, guys, on what, guys? We are going to discuss full-fledged on your footprinting. The guys who have registered already will be continuing it out, guys. The persons who are supposed to be registered, kindly do it today because then they are going to change your password again. And you can register, guys, on this one. The person already, the Zoom students who are already registered, guys, online and everything, you register on this link to get your material, guys. The person who are interested in joining the course can buzz me on my WhatsApp, guys. We'll be discussing it. No, we are not going to talk about cyber laws, guys, because that is again a separate topic. So, yes, the guys who are going to register, you will be receiving every details on that channel also, WhatsApp number also, everything. I'm putting my number, guys. WhatsApp number. If you have any queries, questions, you can directly put here. So if you have anything, how to register everything. So that's why first You fill up all the details here, enter all your details. The demo, the persons who are attending demo, don't register on this link, guys, because they are not going to give you. We'll be sharing you all the details, how exactly will be there. We'll be giving you the material also, everything. It's only a starting day, guys. When we come in next tomorrow and day after tomorrow, means maybe Saturday and Monday, you will learn everything, all the things you'll get from my side. Don't worry, you can practice everything at your home, books, how you are doing a physical training, the same way you are going to get a training from me, my, and you can always reach me. I'd also told you you'll be getting a channel. So once you register in this material link, the persons who are already registered, the paid guys will started receiving the links, and using that link, you will be joining the group also, and you can go through it in that case. I'm putting the link here. It's a form for the short URL. You have to use short URL. You have to fill up all these details. Yesterday for demo recording also I had given it. So this URL you put it. You select the course properly, guys. Whether your course is ethical hacking, your associate or professional. You select it according to the material will be coming, and enter your online ID, the person who has paid the receipt, Zoom ID or this ID you put it, you'll able to get, guys. Once you give this, by maybe by today evening, you'll start receiving the material in your mail, guys. Okay. I share my WhatsApp number. The guys who want to register or other details, you can directly contact me. I'll try to give you all the details, how to go further, and then you can do the register. Any queries or question you have, you can ask me, guys. You can put in the chat box if you have any queries or question, guys. Demo recording for today's session. This is the link, guys. This is the link to receive yesterday and today's demo recording, guys. Register yourself in there. You will be receiving. Make sure you enter correct email addresses and the number, guys. Because your email ID is wrong, we are getting bounced. Email is getting bounced back, guys. The persons who have not received it, maybe not, either they have not registered or they have not given a correct email ID. Okay, guys. How was the session, guys? Was it okay? Are you able to understand everything?
Sir.
Okay. So hopefully we'll continue tomorrow onwards. More or less, I'll show you the practicals, and then the links will be there for downloading all the information, guys. I think you need to type capital and small properly, guys. Material link, what I've shared with you, it should be in the same way. Capital and small should be correct. If it is not correct, it will not open. This should be short URL ATM. Again, put it in the chat box. You can use it. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, you will be also having hands-on. You can practice at your home, and you'll be receiving. You'll be receiving the mail, guys. And tomorrow, most of the guys who are working with the Zoom ID, guys, I suggest you already the paid guys, you put your name and put your Zoom ID. It will be easier for the person to get the certificates, because when you are going to get the certificate from Zoom, they'll check your attendance, guys. So make sure that whenever you log in, you put your name, and behind your name, you put your Zoom ID. If you are online, guys, you put hyphen online there. So if you're paid online, you put online, so they will check the details accordingly. So tomorrow, when you log in, guys, log in with your name, hyphen, your Zoom ID or online, guys. So that is why they can easily get to know, and they will get to know in that. Okay. So see you tomorrow, guys. Have a nice day. Uh, Mr. Salam Juba, I think you will be receiving the mail tomorrow, guys. You will be receiving the mail tomorrow. I'll be taking the call in 5 minutes, guys, if somebody's calling me, because my phone is connected. I'm speaking my phone only. I'll take the call. Yeah, you will be receiving the video recording, but the problem is you need to wait because WebEx is sending recording very late to us. So maybe most probably uh, the range is between 24 to 48 hours, guys. Within 24 to 48 hours, they are giving us a recording. So once they give us a recording, we'll be sending you. Yesterday already I've sent the email. You can check it out there. You should receive yesterday email on via this address. You have received this email. You check because I have seen your name there. You are registered. So most probably you will be receiving it. Check this email. If you have registered, check the email ID on your mailbox. You should be able to see it. Except for one person, most of the emails were being delivered yesterday who have registered. So kindly register. You will be getting it. Okay. See you guys. Have a nice day.